Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're doing the 5-day forecast. Today we've got some more very unsettled weather coming up through the latter stages of this week. Heavy rain, gale force winds, snow in places as well. And of course we've had some snow across southeastern parts of England this morning. Has shut the airport, or did shut the airport for a time at Stansted. So the first really quite significant snow of the season for the southeast has fallen. And there'll be more wintry weather in places as we go through towards the end of the week, although probably not in the southeast as much. Now, if I get on with the video, I just want to mention the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlay my web videos at GavsworthBiz.com. Please play those video ads. You'll be supporting GavsworthBiz.com if you do that. And remember, Gav Shop, you can get all your Christmas shopping from Amazon.co.uk from Gav Shop just by clicking on the Amazon banner and going through to Amazon. And thank you very much for doing that. So this was the situation at 6 o'clock this morning. This was the little trough that was sinking down across the country, bringing that wintry mix of rain, sleet and snow, and a lot of ice out left as well in its wake. It's clearing out of the way now. Really, we're looking at basically a dry afternoon for many parts of the country. A few snow flurries, a few snow showers running down the eastern coast on this very cold northerly wind, but really most places will have dry weather with plenty of sunshine. It's going to be very cold this afternoon. Temperatures from northern England northwards really struggling to get above freezing, just 1-2 degrees. In the south, probably up to around 4 or maybe 5 degrees, but it's a cold afternoon, accentuated really by that northerly wind. Now, high pressure is ridging across the country very transiently overnight, but the next area of low pressure is developing out to the northwest of Scotland, so we'll bring some cloud and rain into western Scotland and Ireland through the course of the night. That will turn increasingly to snow as it starts to move inland. Could be some very significant snow moving into parts of central and northern Scotland in the second half of the night and to start tomorrow morning. Elsewhere, we're under this transient ridge, so a lot of fine weather tonight, dry weather, but it'll be very, very cold. Temperatures widely down to -4, -5. In some places we could get as low as -7 or -8, so a really hard frost tonight in many parts of the country. Now, as we move through into Thursday, this area of low pressure will be taking over the pattern, becoming quite a major feature this through the end of the week. So we're going to take heavy rain in across Scotland, Northern Ireland, down into northern England, Wales as well. That turning increasingly to snow over higher ground. Anywhere could get snow on the leading edge, but particularly over higher ground of Scotland and the Pennines, that terrain is likely to stay as snow for several hours. For England and Wales, we start off with, or England I should say, we start off with that very frosty start, but a good deal of sunshine, but it'll cloud over through the day and rain will start to spread down in towards the Midlands and East Anglia, just leaving southern and southeastern counties hanging on to the mainly dry weather. And again, even through the Midlands and East Anglia, I wouldn't rule out a few flakes of snow to start off with tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, before it turns back to rain. Winds getting up as well tomorrow, so quite a windy, cold day. Temperatures up to 4 or 5 degrees with that wind and the cloud and the rain and the snow. It is going to feel really quite cold indeed. Now, as we move through in towards tomorrow night, this low pressure is actually going to deepen across the country. It's going to become quite a significant feature here as it moves out in towards the North Sea. And we're going to start to pull down this cold and strong northerly wind on the western side. So I think through western parts of the UK, we'll probably find the winds going up to gale force overnight on Friday, running down these Irish Sea coasts in towards southwestern England. Gale force northerly wind with the rain gradually pushing southwards and eastwards, but we'll have wintry showers following along behind to the north and the west. And as that cold air begins to dig back in, some of that rain could turn back to snow, perhaps across northern England, maybe down into the North Midlands. So a tricky one for a Thursday into Friday, tricky to call where the snow and the rain differential will be. I'll keep you updated about it. As we go into Friday, this low pressure then is sinking down in towards the Low Countries. It's sinking through the north, sinking to the Low Countries, bringing the winds round into the north across the country. So a cold day for Friday, quite a windy day as well. Gales probably easing down, but certainly staying windy, particularly for England and Wales. And we'll have showery rain really across many parts of the country associated with this area of low pressure. There could be some sleet or snow in place as well, more particularly over the high ground. But don't be at all surprised if you see a few flakes of snow coming down to lower ground, but we shouldn't see anything too significant, fingers crossed. So temperatures on Friday may be up to around 4 or 5 degrees, but it will feel cold in that wind. Now, once we get that low pressure out of the way, things start to simplify as we go into the weekend. We get this build of high pressure coming in off the Atlantic, although this low pressure is developing up to the north of Scotland. So maybe some cloud and patchy rain coming into northern Scotland, some hill snow as well. But rest of the country really having a lot of fine weather on Saturday, mainly dry, much lighter winds, much more in way of sunshine, but it'll be quite cold with temperatures again just 3, 4, 5 degrees, and there'll be hard frost early and late, maybe some fog patches as well. Now, this low pressure has taken a very similar track as we go into sunny. It's diving back down the North Sea, so I think for northern and eastern parts of the country, cloud, outbreaks of rain, maybe some hill snow again on Sunday. For southern and western parts of the country, a lot of dry weather, could be some freezing fog patches, but mainly dry with sunny spells. Cold in the west and the south with temperatures up to around 2, 3, 4 degrees. In the east, temperatures will actually be a little bit higher, up to 4 or 5, though it won't feel it because we've got this cold northerly wind. And then as we move in towards Monday, and this is as far as we're going with this 5-day forecast, we're taking this high pressure up to the north. This is the first signs of winds going round in towards the east. So it may start to bring some cold air in towards eastern coastal areas on Monday, maybe with a few snow showers. Elsewhere, lots of fine weather, mainly dry. Could be a lot of fog around at night and morning. There'll be frost as well, but temperatures by day up to around 4 or 5 degrees. So it's staying cold throughout this period, really. But in the east, temperatures actually may start to take a bit of a dive, and perhaps not getting much above freezing by the end of Monday in that southeastern corner. And going beyond this, I don't normally do this for the 5-day forecast, but by the time we get through to next Thursday, for instance, we've got a 1050 millibar area of high pressure over Scandinavia. We've got a strong easterly wind backing right the way back towards the Urals, so it'll be bringing in bitterly cold air if this is right, with widespread snow showers likely in the east and the south of the country later next week. It could turn really very wintry indeed later on next week. I'll certainly be keeping an eye on this. Now, as we just have a look finally at the charts from theweatheroutlook.com, and this is the chart for today. Lots of fine weather, plenty of sunshine. We've got rid of the snow from the southeast. A few snow showers running down the eastern coast, but mainly dry weather really. But it is very cold. We bring the rain into the north and the west as we go into Thursday, with strong winds as well. There'll be snow on the leading edge of that, and maybe snow continuing throughout the whole period through the higher ground of northern England and parts of Scotland as well. Another cold day. The rain is in the south and the east on Friday. Again, there could be some wintriness almost anywhere, but more particularly over high ground. But it's gradually exiting away in towards the continent, with drier, brighter weather coming in from the northwest. Very cold for all of us. It's cold on Saturday as well, with mainly dry weather, lots of sunshine, but there'll be freezing fog and frost early and late. Some rain coming into the far north of Scotland. That moves southwards on this eastern side as we go into Sunday, but southern and western areas getting a lot of dry weather and still cold. Again, there could be the risk of frost and fog early and late. Mainly dry for Monday with sunny spells, but we're beginning to bat those winds into the east, so perhaps some snow showers starting to come onto the eastern coast later on. Certainly that easterly wind starting to feel a lot colder. So in summary, it's staying cold, very cold today, turning unsettled for Thursday and Friday, wet and windy with snow on hills, settling down over the weekend for many of us, but staying cold, frost and fog in places. And then signs of those easterly winds getting up next week. That could be very significant. I'll be keeping you updated on it through the rest of the week. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.